17, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Throwing Jones. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And it's 3rd and short. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Here's Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
At the 4-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw, and this is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Asante Samuel Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Point after here coming up. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Chargers 7, Texans nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again.
And a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Koo able to connect on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Youngway Koo set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Herbert. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Herbert has it knocked free. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rolling to his right. And he coughed it up, and the Texans scoop it.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
When you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of it, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. Joey Bosa in on the stop. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Herbert now. He'll buy some time right.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They snap it to Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked.
And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, the decision there, 4th and goal, they go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Now Montgomery running right. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Jones now on 3rd down. Going deep for Montgomery.
And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll take it at the 42. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. Touchdown, Chargers. Jared Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Chargers 14, Texans 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Tight right. 4 down. Check. Mike 9.
From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Looking to throw. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. But for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On 1st down, Montgomery. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the 8-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Once more, here's Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Herbert on 3rd down now. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
1st down, Chargers.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Rolling to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
A big gain that time for the Chargers. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Eckler pushes him over. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 2nd down and 4. Herbert flush to his right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. It's Eckler again. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and goal, Herbert eluding the pressure right. He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Jared Cook, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
is good.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running...
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 45.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
He'll buy some time right. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Austin Eckler,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Come on.
They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Mike 9. Hey, we got to get to 9. Mike over there. Push him back. Push him back.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
up second down at the 40.
Throwing again on second down. Jones, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline.
It got his man complete. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there for L.A. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Chargers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustment